number 5 is about a number raised to the power, and this complete thing is again raised to another power. So we have a base which has an exponent m, and the complete thing has another exponent which is n. Now you need to understand it as a power of a power. In this situation, what happens? The base remains the same and the powers get multiplied. So this is how it goes. Let us take a very small example for the same. If I have 2 to the power 2 and I raise it to the power 3. So according to the law, it should be equal to 2 to the power 2 into 3, which is equal to 2 to the power 6. Now what is this value equal to? It will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That means 2 multiplied 6 times. So the answer will be 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 4 is 64. So the final answer becomes 64. Let us try out this. 2 to the power 2 is actually 4, and 4 raised to the power 3 means 4 into 4 into 4. What does that equal to? It is equal to 64. So it proves the fifth law also. So there are 5 laws given in your textbook. You have to go through it in order to solve the given exercise. Now let us talk about the actual exercise in this chapter. Now remember, the work has to be done in the same fair register in which you were doing the earlier work. Remember, we have completed the first unit, that was set and Venn diagrams, and then you were given the tutorial for the rational numbers also. So now we are going to begin with the exercise related to the exponents, and it is exercise 2 given on page number N28 and 38. Okay, so we are talking about exercise 2. There is only one exercise for this chapter, and this is on page number N38 of your textbook. So let us discuss few of the questions that are to be done by you in your fair register, wherever you have done your earlier work class. So the first question, I am going to discuss few parts of it. So let us talk about the 7th part of this question. The question says minus 2 upon 3 as the fraction raised to the power minus 4. Fine, I am talking about question number 1, 7th part, which is minus 2 upon 3 as a fraction within the bracket, and the exponent is minus 4. So let us see how it is going to be solved. Like I have told you in one of the law, that whenever the exponent or the power is negative, our main step would be to make it positive first. How to make the power positive? By doing the reciprocal of the base. Here the base is this bracket. So first of all, I am going to do the reciprocal of it. What does reciprocal means? The numerator becomes the denominator and the denominator becomes the numerator. Remember, if it is negative, it is going to remain negative. So this will be minus 3 upon 2. What will happen to the power? The power automatically becomes positive. Again, remember the law. Whenever the power is negative, we can make it positive by doing the reciprocal of the base. This is what I have done. Now once the power becomes positive, I can simplify it further. Remember, a negative number raised to the power even is always positive. So this will be a positive number. How will the bracket work? 3 will be multiplied to itself how many times? 4 times. Similarly, 2 will be multiplied to itself how many times? 4 times. So what is the last answer? 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 9 is 81. Similarly, 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 4 is 16. So the final answer would be 81 upon 16. That is how it goes. Let us take another example. Let's talk about the last part of the given question. Question number 1, last part. Now question number 1, last part, means I am talking about the 10th part of the same question. In the 10th part, it is given minus 2, 1 upon 2 raised to the power minus 3. So first of all, the mixed fraction has to be converted into improper fraction. I believe you know how to convert it. The denominator gets multiplied to this number. 2 into 2 is 4 and this is added to the numerator. So it becomes 2 into 2, that is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the actual fraction inside the bracket is minus 5 by 2 and the power is minus 3. Then talking about the law, I need to make the power positive. For that, the base is going to be reciprocal. It is negative, so it remains negative. 2 upon 5. And the power becomes positive, that is 3. Now in this tutorial, if you hear various sounds, you understand it that it is being recorded and there are number of different things which is surrounding us. And in this situation, when we have no other option but to go for the online teaching, we need to overhear all these things. Fine. So this time, this is a negative number and the power is odd. I believe you remember that point. Whenever the power is odd, the negative number remains negative. And what will happen in the bracket? 2 will be multiplied to itself 3 times because the power is 3. Similarly, 5 will be multiplied to itself 3 times because its power is also 3. The power gets distributed. So what is the answer? It is minus 2 into 2 into 2 means 4 into 2, that is 8. And 5 into 5 into 5 means 25 into 5, which is 125. So this becomes my final answer. So this is how you are going to attempt question number 1. I believe it is clear, class. And now we are going to proceed with question number 2 of the same exercise. In question number 2, let us pick one of the part, and the part I am going to talk about is the 7th part again. In the 7th part, it is given 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 2. And we are multiplying it to 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 3. Please cross check the question. In the book, the 7th part of question number 2 says 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 2 into 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 3. So when we are going to do it, we simply can multiply the powers. Can we? No, we cannot, because the base is same but they are getting multiplied. So in this case, the law says that the base remains the same and the powers are added. So let us do the same thing. The base remains the same and the powers are added. That means minus 2 plus minus 3. What will be the end result? It will be 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 2 minus 3. Why? Because this plus and minus get multiplied. Plus into minus is minus. Minus 2 minus 3, they will get added because minus into minus is plus. So 1 by 2 raised to the power minus 5. Now in order to solve it further, I need to reciprocal it to make the power positive. So it will be 2 upon 1 raised to the power 5. Now 1 raised to the power anything is always 1. So my focus will be on 2 raised to the power 5, which happens to be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. This is 4, this is 4. 4 4 is 16, 16 into 2 is 32. So 32 should be the final answer. So you can always cross check the answer given in the book. So the answer for question number 2, 7th part should be 32. This was multiplication. Let us pick one of the question for division also. Or we can pick it in the next question. Division is there. Let us do the next question. That is question number 3. Because I want you all to attempt all the questions of this exercise for this week. So let us talk about question number 3. In question number 3, I am going to pick one of the part, and the part which I am going to talk about is the first part, because the division is there in it. We have minus 4 raised to the power 2, which is getting divided by minus 4 raised to the power 3. According to the law of exponent, what we will do, we will write minus 4 as the base is same and the powers get subtracted. The first becomes the numerator, the second becomes the denominator in the case of division. So it will be the power of numerator minus the power of denominator. So what do we have? We have minus 4 raised to the power minus 1. How was this done? This is positive 2, this is negative 3. The sign of the greater number is taken, so it is minus, and the operation is plus into minus, that is minus. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Now we need to make it positive, the power, so it becomes minus 1 upon 4. The reciprocal is done and the power becomes 1. Anything with the power 1 is the same thing. So the final answer should be minus 1 upon 4. That becomes the final answer for the first part of question number 3. In the same manner, I am going to attempt the last part of this question. That is the 10th part of question number 3. So let us see the 10th part quickly. And let us write it. The 10th part of question number 3. We have a bracket, a curly bracket, inside which we have a fraction minus 3 upon 4, which is raised to the power 5, and it is getting divided by minus 3 by 4. Again the base remains the same, and the power is minus 2. But then finally the overall exponent is also given, that is minus 3. So this is how the question goes. Kindly recheck it. There is a bigger bracket, that is the curly bracket, which has minus 3 by 4 to the power 5 divided by minus 3 by 4 to the power minus 2, and the complete power is minus 3. So let us simplify it using BODMAS. BODMAS says that solve the inner brackets first. So in this I am going to keep the curly braces. The base is the same, so the base remains the same, that is minus 3 upon 4. What happens to the power? The first power minus the second power. Remember, the second power is negative. So it is 5 minus minus 2. And what remains? The total power, that is minus 3. What will happen? Inside the curly bracket we have minus 3 by 4 and the power is 5 plus 2. How did it become plus? Because minus into minus is plus. And the total power is minus 3. Finally, what do we have? We have minus 3 upon 4 whole to the power 5 plus 2 becomes 7. And the final power is minus 3. Right? And then what do we get? We get the last answer. Not the last answer actually. It will be the circular bracket is removed. Minus 3 upon 4. And the powers get multiplied. 7 into minus 3. Positive number into negative number is minus. And 7 into 3 is 21. So it is minus 21. The final answer should never be written in a negative form. So what we will do, we will rewrite it in a positive way. How to make this power positive? Just by doing the reciprocal of the base. And what is the base this time? The base is minus 3 by 4. The reciprocal of it would be minus 4 by 3 and the power becomes 21. So minus 4 by 3 raised to the power 21. Now 21 is an odd number, so we can take this minus outside because it will remain negative. So the final answer should be minus 4 upon 3 raised to the power 21. That becomes my final answer for this particular question. Now class, you must have seen that we have attempted few of the parts till question number 3. I am going to do the last part of question number 4 also, and your task for the day would be to complete the exercise till question number 4. Okay, I want you to do all the odd parts of the given question. That means in question number 1, all the odd parts, that is first, then third, then fifth, and so on. Similarly in question number 2, and so in the case of question number 3 and question number 4. So in question number 4, because you have to do the odd parts, I am going to do the second part of it. So please see to it that this will be the last question to be explained for the day. So question number 4, second part is where you need to focus. Question number 4, the second part. See the second part of it. The second part is 4 by 3 raised to the power minus 1 into 15 by 16 raised to the power minus 2. The first thing you should understand is, do we have the base same? If it is not, then we are going to work upon it in a way or other. See, this 4 by 3 to the power minus 1 I am keeping the same, and I am trying to make this as the reciprocal thing. Or let's do one thing, let us make both the powers positive, because in this question what we need to do is, in question number 4 we need to find the value. So we are going to simplify it. You know that we cannot simplify it unless and until the power becomes positive. So I am going to write it as 3 upon 4 and the power becomes positive because I have done the reciprocal of the base. Similarly, this will become 16 upon 15 raised to the power 2. The power becomes positive because I have done the reciprocal of the base. What is the final thing? Anything to the power 1 is the same thing. So it comes out as 3 by 4. And here what happens? 16 will be multiplied to itself by at least 2 times, and 15 will be having the power 2 also. So it will be 15 into 15. Now the cancellation is possible. 4 into 1, 4 into 4. Similarly 3 into 1, 3 into 5. Now 16 into 4 is what is left in the numerator, that is equal to 64. And 15 into 5 is equal to 75. So the final answer for question number 4 second part is 64 upon 75. So this is how you are going to simplify it. Now looking at these solutions, your task for the day is to complete it till question number 4. Which exercise I am talking about? I am talking about exercise 2. And then you have to do all the odd parts. Odd parts means the parts which are not divisible by 2. That means 1, then 3, then 5, then 7 and so on. In each and every question. From question number 1 to question number 4. And that is all for the day. Take care, students.